Good morning, everyone. Hey, Todd here with this week's leadership message. Very important topic today, and I'd appreciate everyone's full attention for this message. Since the beginning of September, we've had 16 reported injuries. 16. Thankfully, none of them have been severe, but we've been very lucky because many of these could have been much, much worse. What's concerning is that half of these injuries, 8 out of the 16, are hand injuries. While it's great that our standard PPE like gloves has helped minimize the severity, we have to remember that PPE is only the last line of defense. It's not a substitute for being proactive and careful. We need to shift our focus toward prevention. And to do that effectively, I want to highlight 3 key areas that can help us reduce hand injuries. First one is hand placement. Always be mindful of where your hands are positioned before starting any task. Take a second to assess if your hand is in the safest possible spot. Ask yourself, if something goes wrong, will my hand be safe? This quick moment of awareness can make all the difference in preventing an injury. The second thing is really, really important. Path of force. This is a critical but often overlooked step. Anytime you're using a tool, especially something sharp like a knife or blade, consider where will it go. If it slips, is it possible that it will injure you? If a wrench slips, will it crush your hand? If a knife slips, will it cut you or will it cut someone else? Visualize the potential path of the tool. If it's aimed toward your body, your hand, another vulnerable area, someone else, stop and reposition. Paying attention to the path of force can prevent a lot of injuries that happen simply because we didn't take the extra moment to think ahead. Then the third thing is using the right tool. There's no excuse for not using the correct tool for the job. We've all heard reasons like, I didn't have the right tool with me, or I was trying to save time. The reality is, shortcuts like this almost always put you at greater risk. More often than not, they end up costing more time in the long run, either because of mistakes or worse, injuries. Having the right tool and using it properly is a non-negotiable when it comes to safety. We gotta have the right tool. By focusing on these 3 areas, hand placement, path of force, and using the correct tools, we can significantly reduce the number of hand injuries that we're seeing. So let's make sure we're taking a moment to think before we act. Take your time, use the right tools, and always be aware of where your hands are positioned. Your hands and fingers are irreplaceable. Don't take unnecessary risks with them. At the end of the day, safety isn't just about following rules. It's about making conscious decisions to protect yourself and those around you. Let's commit to being proactive and ensuring we all go home safe at the end of each day. Last thing today, Halloween is Thursday, so please watch out for those kiddos in their costumes. Sometimes they have masks on, they don't see well. They dart out in front of cars, so drive slow. Remember the kids are out there, and be very, very careful. So everyone has a great Halloween. Have a great week, everybody. Have a fantastic Halloween, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.